Hello guys, thank you so much for coming back to watch another video on my channel. Game Awards is upon horizon. In the next couple of days we're going to be seeing a lot of announcements and a lot of trailers for brand new unannounced games which we haven't seen yet or haven't heard from the game developers. So while we're waiting for the Game Awards, a new leak has just been surfaced on the internet by a known leaker, and it confirms few games we're going to be expecting at the Game Awards. So let's dissect the leak and find out which games we're going to expect in the next couple of days. And before I start the video, if you do end up liking this video and the videos I've got on my channel, do give me a like and subscribe to my channel because it would allow me to make more of these videos for you guys. Now there's a common pattern and trends we always see in among these leaks, that whenever there's a gaming event which is going to happen, a couple of days beforehand we get a leak and they always leak some information which we're supposed to hear and supposed to get surprised in those major events. So the same thing happened with Game Awards. Before the event, which is happening in 1 or 2 days time, a leak has just surfaced on the internet confirming the games we're going to be seeing at that major event. Now the leak has just been made by a known leaker known by the name of Dishonored, who always reveals some information. Now if you don't know who he is, he always tends to be a more reliable source around Capcom or Resident Evil games, and he's the one who provided information around the Resident Evil village, which turned out to be true with what sort of enemy types and what is the setting and the story theme. So he is a bit reliable and he confirmed these games which we're going to be seeing in the next 1 or 2 days time. Now the first game he mentioned on the leak is Resident Evil Gold Edition, which is dead giveaway. We're going to be seeing that because Resident Evil always get packaged with a DLC as a gold edition. Look at Resident Evil Village, which had its own gold edition, and same goes for Resident Evil 7. So I think that's going to continue with the trends what Capcom has been doing with the previous Resident Evil titles. And I always love these Resident Evil gold editions because it always packaged very nicely in a more physical copy, or you can also download a digital one, then you don't need to buy a separate DLC. So the same thing is going to happen with Resident Evil 4 Gold Edition, that you're going to have your base game as Resident Evil 4 plus the DLC which just came out as separate ways, and honestly that was one of the best DLCs I've played in recent time. We kind of speculated that Capcom was going to do that anyway, but now we got a confirmation from a leaker who has been quite reliable around Resident Evil source material. Now the second game we also mentioned, which we also thought is going to be happening anyway, is Monster Hunter 6 or Monster Hunter Wild. Now we know Resident Evil 9 is not going to come out in 2024. That has been slated for 2025, and I think it has been teased by Capcom. And based on the previous leak that this is the highest budget Resident Evil title, so they can take in their time to make this game as the best Resident Evil title, which I cannot wait to play and hear from Capcom. So that gives them a window period in 2024 to release this Monster Hunter 6, which I think it gives them space between their own titles so they don't have to kill their own marketing, which I think is a brilliant idea. And he hasn't given much information around the title, so we know it's going to be coming out on PS5, Xbox Series X and PC. Now the third game he mentioned, which I was waiting to hear, is actually Dishonored 3 from Arcane Studios. Dishonored series, if you have not played, is literally one of the best games ever. You play this assassin, you have all of these abilities, and you can approach the way for your kills with the power or the abilities you have, and it literally is one of the best games if you haven't played it yet. This other title which has gave a name and love to Arcane Studios at Bethesda, and I think Arcane Studios need this game right now because what they have recently done with Redfall, which turned out to be a massive disaster for them, and also I've played Deathloop, and I know it has been praised quite a lot by critics, but to be honest I think it was okay. It wasn't as good as Dishonored because Dishonored was a game which gave me so much fun to play, and you had so much tricks you can use in that game. So I think going back to Dishonored 3 and you get to play your main assassin again or his daughter, I think it would be a clever idea. So I cannot wait to see this game get announced at Game Awards because I've been waiting for this game for a long time. So what do you guys think? Does these leaks excite you about the Game Awards? Please do let me know in the comment section down below in this video. So that's it for the video guys. I'll catch you again with another video on my channel. Until then, look after yourself. Have a good one.